More than a year ago, Rishi Sunak signed a pact with the French government designed to stop illegal crossings over the Channel. Costing nearly £500 million, the UK agreed to fund French police to patrol the Channel and, as Rishi Sunak puts it, stop the boats. But now ITV News has witnessed firsthand French police standing by as migrants load onto a boat in Normandy, only to be rescued later by the UK Border Force. It raises fresh doubt over one of the key pledges that Rishi Sunak has staked his premiership on, as well as the French government's commitment to keeping its word. Here's Peter Smith with this exclusive report.
Another dawn in northern France. Another small boat has tried to cross the Channel. This one has been stopped, not because French police blocked it, but because the dinghy sunk. It is a new tactic for smugglers here in Dunkirk to launch from canals rather than beaches to evade police. But the canals are dangerous. These people had to jump out to save their lives, and then they became stuck neck deep in the mud. A child died here in this very canal just last month. But even death doesn't deter other families trying. A woman pulled to safety suddenly collapses. Her children are watching while police treat their mum for shock. The grim desperation of this situation is here, in front of us. Those who are rescued are not under arrest, nor do they face deportation. In fact, this was filmed for us by one of the migrants on their long, humiliating walk back to their camp. We go into a camp for Vietnamese migrants. These men tell me they will, in all likelihood, keep trying to cross until they either reach the UK or die. I ask if they know how to swim. They say they don't, and so they're scared to be on the boats. With only sandals on their feet, they share soap and dirty toothbrushes. There's a makeshift toilet for about 50 people here, living in tents, hiding from rain and police in the forest. They've travelled across continents to get here. What life did they leave behind them for this? Here we meet Dat, using a fire to stay warm and cook. He's here because he owes a debt to the mafia in Vietnam. He tells me they're charging 4% interest per week and they've taken control of his house. Eventually they gave me an ultimatum, he says. Either I can go to the UK to work for them and repay the debt, or they'll sell my wife's organs. We have to stop at this point. Organised crime gangs from Afghanistan and Iranian Kurds control these camps. They are here now, and we've just been spotted. The UK government is now specifically targeting Vietnam with a social media campaign. They're warning about the gangs, the horrendous conditions and the dangers of the small boats. But if the intention was to deter people, the evidence we've found here is it's not working. I don't expect people in your country to welcome me with open arms, this man says. I know I'm going illegally, but I'll still go. I have to work there and send money to my family. Those smuggling gangs have their own social media campaign now. We found out they are asking some of those going on the boats to become influencers, posting their journeys on TikTok, apparently showing how easy it is, and with details on how to join them. We have information about a specific encrypted messaging app the Vietnamese smugglers are now using here. On that app, we've just found one of the smugglers openly advertising that he's recently taken 49 people across the Channel on one of his boats. So we set up a fake profile pretending to be Vietnamese, trying to get to the UK. Then one of our team called him.
Alo.
Anh ơi, thì
Em đi cano đúng không?
dạ, em không biết là anh lấy bao nhiêu.
Thì hiện tại thì bên anh đang lấy giá 3 đồng em ạ.
Rồi đưa một cái cano thì có bao nhiêu người anh nhờ?
Một cano thì có rơi tầm khoảng 50 người đến 60 người em ạ.
Helpfully, he then gives us the details for when his next boat is leaving. So we go to that location and wait. Our team spent 6 hours hiding in the sand dunes near Dunkirk, and this is what we saw. French police are out from before sunrise, searching. A radio call comes in to say a boat with about 42 people has already started crossing the Channel. They believe there are others here, and they're on the hunt. A group of around 40 is found, huddling together in the dark. Police round them up, but no one is questioned. We watch as they are simply escorted back to their camps from where they came this morning. These vehicles on the beaches and the drones overhead are in fact paid for by Britain. Part of a £500 million package over 3 years agreed by Rishi Sunak to stop the migrants while they are in France. Police have so much presence here now, it's hard to imagine how anyone could sneak past them here today. But then we found this group of more than 50. They didn't have to sneak. They were walking quite brazenly through the streets and heading for the beach.
There's a lot of police today. Are you worried about being caught?
For the first time since sunrise, though, the police were remarkably nowhere to be seen. This group were being guided by an Afghan man. They saw the beach was clear, and at this point he can be heard giving them the order.
Go, 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 go.
It is low tide here, and a long, long way to go to get to the sea. And yet, still no sign of the French police who have been here all morning. But as they approach the shore, there is also no boat for them yet. Their frustration gives way to anger. The Vietnamese here tell me they're still hopeful of going to England today. And at that, another boat appears from the canal, but it's already full. Now though, French police are on their way. The buggies are here. It looks like the migrants have missed their chance. But the police don't appear to be interfering at all. They simply stand back and watch. The boat on the channel even has the audacity to turn back towards the beach where the police are waiting. They're coming back to pick up the others. It is hard to imagine how any more could fit on board, but unbelievably, they do.
This small boat that we're seeing here is now crammed way beyond capacity. More than half that we can see don't have life jackets, and that includes the elderly and the incredibly young.
This dinghy is now a potential death trap, but slowly and uninterrupted it trundles towards the UK. The French officer on the beach here can be heard saying 100 are on board, but just one man decided not to get on. He has just been seen helping others climb on and then push the dinghy out to sea. But police do not take him in for questioning. He's handed back his phone, and like everyone else, he is let go to try again. The small boat we saw leaving was so dangerous, UK Border Force dispatched a vessel to pick the people up. Here we see them being taken into Dover. The official count is 82 arrived here. Any claims for asylum in the UK are now being considered. Back in France, those who didn't make it this time are joined by new arrivals, just waiting in the camps for the next chance to cross. This is supposed to be the UK government's defining mission, to stop the boats. But from what we have witnessed here, they are still coming, undeterred, unfazed, and sometimes even unimpeded. Peter Smith, ITV News, Dunkirk.